I mean, they just had that thing that came out about the Trump Epstein thing the other day. That whole thing's just a kickball at this point, I feel like.
Bro, have you ever seen that video of me and Tim Dillon where Tim Dillon is laying out the scandal that took place in, like, was it the 1970s, Jamie? The Franklin scandal? What year was that?
I think in the 80s and 90s.
Bro.
Were y'all dressed up like astronauts, or was that the one?
Me and Tim Dillon? No.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're dressed normal.
Okay.
I don't even think he had the crazy glasses on back then. That was before he was protecting his eyes. Now he protects his eyes. 88. Play that video. I sent it to you, right? This video's nuts, man. Tim laid this out quite a while ago, and I kind of forgot about it until it popped up on my feed. I was like, oh, shit. And then I said, I could send it back to you if you need me to.
Thank God for Tim Dillon.
Oh, my God, he's the best. There's never been a better ranter ever in the history of ranting.
Ever. Since who? I bet there was somebody a long time ago that was good, but we don't have enough of his work to really compete against him.
He's the funniest, by far. He's the most sarcastic, the most tongue-in-cheek, and the most well-read.
Yes.
The thing about Tim Dillon is, like, he doesn't just go with narratives because he thinks that you want him to say certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's very, very well-read. And he forms his opinions based on facts and then turns it into humor.
Yeah.
He's the fucking man. Play this.
Scandal was a scandal out of Omaha, Nebraska, the Franklin Credit Union, where there was a guy who was embezzling money, and then he was being investigated for that. But they said he has all this money because he's running an interstate pedophile network, and he's pandering kids to, people in Washington D.C. and New York. And there was a headline in the Washington Post or the Washington Times that were like, "Call boys get a tour of the Reagan White House."
Unidentified White House aides in the Carter, Reagan, and Bush administrations now are being investigated for using the services of a call boy ring. The paper reports that 2 of the male prostitutes were given a late-night tour of the White House last year.
And, this was a scandal with real victims who wanted to testify, and then people started dying. The private investigator they hired, his plane broke up. One of the girls that testified was found guilty of perjury and that she was put in solitary confinement. They had to use 2 grand juries in Omaha to get rid of this scandal. And it's it's not as sexy as like a Pizzagate or something because it happened in the 80s and 90s, but this shows you the blueprint for the government, using marshaling resources to silence people that were victims of this stuff. This is not new. Congressmen, senators, blackmail being used by intelligence agencies. None of it's new. It was pioneered by the mafia. You're having sex with somebody who's underage, then they own you forever if they have photo, audio, video of you doing that.
Wild. So if that existed at all in the 1990s, okay, that Mitch McConnell guy was around back then. A lot of these Nancy Pelosi type people, they've been around since this. There's photos of Nancy Pelosi with JFK. Think of that. That was before we didn't go to the moon.
Yeah.
It was 1963.
That was before Israel didn't kill him.
You think so?
I didn't say anything.
I heard you say Israel killed him.
You did?
That's what I heard. Maybe
Jamie, did you put something in this?
They didn't. The glasses.
They didn't do it.
Oh, before Israel didn't do it. Oh, yeah. I see what you did. I think...
I didn't say anything.
I think Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone.
Lee Harvey Oswald went to my middle school. Do you know that?
No.
Yep.
What? No shit. Was there a plaque?
No, we did have a thing. There was a thing.
Let everybody recognized.
LHO, yeah. And they
LHO?
Lee Harvey
That's what
Oswald.
you guys called him?
Yeah.
Like L. Ron Hubbard? LHR?